I don't even know where to start today's video. The best thing I can come up with is just please stay tuned. I feel like this will be as important a video as I have ever posted. And I hope that what I'm saying in the next 10 to 15 minutes isn't so scatterbrained that I can help make sense of this for you guys. But there is a lot going on right in front of us. And I'm confident that 90% of our media is just absolutely lying to you. And a lot of people don't even know what's going on. I'm gonna try and straighten it out. I'm trying to help you guys the best I can to the best of my ability, because even I am struggling to stay on top of everything that's going on because there's been so much that's happened so fast. I'm Jared, this is RedRacer Video. I'm a former car vlogger and I'm an independent citizen journalist. Thanks to you, the viewers. Your donations through Patreon, PayPal, and Venmo. There are 3 links in the description of this video where you can monetarily help the channel. I live off of donations at this point and YouTube, and you know how much I can trust YouTube. So if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be able to do this. As you watch this video, if you see value, and only if you see value, please consider helping monetarily down below in one of the 3 links. And if you can't help monetarily, if you're one of the people affected by all this stuff, I get it. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. Leave a comment before you go. That is massively, massively helpful. So if you can't help monetarily, do not feel bad by any stretch. Just leave me a comment. Let's go into it. First things first, guys. I hope you guys like the shirt. I've been telling you guys for a while the shirt's coming. Every shirt that I'm going to make is going to make a statement. This has been the shirt idea that I have had now for like a month. And it has every day has just gotten to where I've wanted more and more to have this ready. They are ready. I'm getting the website ready. Give me a couple more days. They'll be ready to just click on there. It's a Shopify site. It'll be slicker than snot. They're going to be $17 plus shipping, free shipping on any orders over 50 bucks. And I've got all kinds of colors. So I'll push these a little more as we go, but they are ready. I'm excited to bring them to you guys. This is part of today's video. So it kind of just works that I wore it today. I want to say something before we go too far into everything else that's happened, and I want to talk about today. Really quickly, I'll tell you where we're going with this. We're going to talk about the fact that Trump's pushing federal officers into Chicago. Chicago's throwing their fit. They're giving you their narrative. I'm going to straighten out for you what I think is really happening, but that's one of the big things. Obviously, the mask thing is on everybody's mind. The president even pushed masks the other day a little bit. I think that's for optics. We're going to get into that a little bit. But one of the other things that's happening, one of the big things that's happening is the push to send officers into Chicago and why they're doing that. So there's just a lot of misinformation out there. And what I want to start with is the whole unmasked thing, okay? I went last night to my sister-in-law's birthday dinner. And I kind of sort of feel bad. I was probably the person in the room making it awkward because everybody knows how I feel about masks. And they all probably knew Jared was inside having a meltdown because they wanted me to put a mask on in this restaurant to walk from where I walked in to go to my spot. Looking around, you could see that nobody in the restaurant was eating them at their tables. And I even saw people walking from the beginning of the restaurant or from the opening of the restaurant to their table without their masks. And that's what I ended up doing. I left mine hanging on my ear just in case, right? Just kind of as a show of good faith. I'm really getting sick of doing this. There's one of my really, really, really good friends, and he'll see this video and he'll know who I'm talking about, that I think of as an incredibly intelligent person that still, after conversations with him, I think he thinks that I'm probably being unwise with not just going along with this mask thing. And I'm still just not going to do it. I won't. I refuse to. This pandemic is losing its ability to even be called a pandemic. They are having to manipulate numbers every way that they can to even keep this as a pandemic at this point. Guys, the mask, I'm sorry, is nothing more than their ability to tell who they and who they do not have programmed. It's their way to push New World Order, to push the new normal on people. I watched a video right before making this of a Democrat, it sounded like I want to say she was a nurse practitioner, She went off. This is like a 7-minute video. It's on Facebook. I don't have Facebook. I refuse to push Facebook. Sorry, guys, no link to this video. You're going to have to believe what I'm telling you she said. But what she basically said was all the stuff you guys have probably already heard about how these masks just don't even stop this virus. How all the people actually use them incorrectly. They touch the outside of the mask and the inside of the mask, and then they touch all kinds of other stuff. They're actually causing more people to cross-contaminate than they're saving. All they're doing is keeping me from spitting on you. They're not keeping anything else from going on. They're also bringing people to unhealthy oxygen levels. They're making people's carbon dioxide that they're bringing back in, or carbon dioxide, that's what comes out of us, right? The levels of that are above OSHA-approved levels for someone like me. Let's take me, for instance, right? I can't go 2 months without hitting the deck and flopping like a fish all of a sudden. I have this new seizure thing going on. Someone like me, I'm absolutely at risk, and I should not, in any scenario, be forced to wear this mask. But yet, I felt like the a-hole because I didn't want to make it weird for my sister-in-law on her birthday at a restaurant. They are forcing things on us that are unconstitutional. They're talking on TV like we are the ones breaking the law. The people who don't want to wear a mask, we're the ones that are going to get arrested and are going to actually go against law. They're lying. They don't have the authority to do this. They cannot do this, and they can't do this to you medically or legally. Look it up. That's one of many things that are going on. Again, one more time, RedRacerVideo.com. These shirts are available in all kinds of colors, boys and girls. No children clothing, because I don't really think children need to be walking around. I've seen enough videos of people teeing off on kids anymore, which segues me into my next thing. I don't want kids wearing these things necessarily. So men and women so far, watch the website for that. Going into the next thing, Operation Legend. President Trump, AG Barr, Chris Wray even went up and kind of got put on the spot, but said a little piece about Operation Legend and what it's going to entail. And what it sounds like they basically said so far is that they are going to push a bunch of federal officers, not military. The fake news is going to spin this that Trump is forcing military into American cities to basically completely spin the narrative of what's really going on and make it look like Trump's the one trying to do crazy stuff. It's not what's happening. They're pushing federal officers into cities where they had like 18 people die in 24 hours. This is not a peaceful city where people are peacefully protesting and our president or AG Barr or Ray from the FBI or anybody is pushing military in to arrest peaceful protesters. That could not be farther from the truth. What is happening, what Operation Legend is them pushing federal officers into areas to investigate crimes in cities where the mayors and governors have clearly just lost control of their cities. That's what this is. Legend is the name of a child. This is not what they are going to try to make you guys think it is. We are absolutely, folks, absolutely 100% in war in our country. We are at war in the United States of America. I'm not misrepresenting that. We are at war. And the biggest part of this war is being fought in your minds. Right in between your ears is where the vast majority of this is being fought. They are just lying to you with 90% of the media. The craziest part of all of this is the fact that 90% of the media, and you guys know who they are. I'm not even going to use their names in here. I'm just going to let you guys decide who it is. Go ahead and use the comments if you want. Tell me who I'm talking about. But the 90% of the media who's just been lying to us all day, every day, since Donald Trump decided to run for president, the same people who have gotten caught lying over and over and over are now deciding who the liars are. And this is where it gets good. This is where it gets really good. A bunch of my friends, the bakery, if you haven't heard of them, you should look them up. I'm going to be careful about how we push this on the channel because I've been warned by guys in the bakery that they're being censored pretty hard, and I've got to be careful about keeping things monetized and keeping bread on the table for my family. You know that bread that AOC talks about people going to steal? I actually need some of that real bread for my kids still, believe it or not. So I've got to tiptoe around this a little bit to keep YouTube happy. But they're censoring all the QAnons now off of Twitter, right? Twitter's just yanking, I think it was 7,000 accounts or something. Guys, in the comments, tell me I'm probably wrong. How many accounts got pulled? One of my close friends wrote me and said, dude, I'm one of the people that got pulled. She barely even uses Twitter, but she made some statements that were very QE. Her account got yoinked. They're just pulling accounts off of Twitter. All the people who have been right for the last 3 years, they're calling all of them liars and just pulling them off. Ask yourselves why they would do this, guys. I know you saw, I know a bunch you already have, but ask yourselves why they would ever need to do that. I'm going to say something else. Those same people, the same QAnons that they're telling all of us and trying to convince all of us are a bunch of conspiracy theorists and a bunch of liars. And they're deleting their accounts off of social media and hiding their accounts. Instagram's doing it too. We're watching it happen real time. We're not stupid, folks. We screenshot the things that they do to us. We are seeing it happen real time. What's funny, though, is the people they're swearing are the liars are the people that have actually been right the whole time. And they're the people that are telling you guys that Hollywood is full of a bunch of raping, pedophilia, flipping sickos. Why would they need to do that? Why would they need to do that? You guys know why. We already know why. The same reason they're lying to us about masks. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Call me irresponsible all you want. I love my kids more than 95% of the parents out there love their kids. I'm not trying to judge anyone out there. I'm sorry if I offended you, but I love my flipping kids. And the last thing I'm going to do is send them out into the world without a mask on to prove my point, thinking that they even stand a little bit of a chance of getting sick and dying. The median age of people who have succumbed to this virus is 78. 78 years old. That's the median age of someone who dies from COVID-19. Another fun fact, 50%, I'm not stuttering, half of the people who have died from this virus also are what's the word I'm looking for, immunocompromised and are in nursing homes. I think 50%, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not trying to screw this up here. I think 50% of the deaths have occurred in nursing homes. Another fun fact, and not a fun fact, I say that facetiously, I kind of one of those things where it's like we laugh to keep from crying, right? Another not fun fact is the fact that we all know that death tolls are quite literally as high as like 10 times higher in democratically run states. The same democratically run states who have made decisions to let Black Lives Matter and Antifa and all these terrible people overrun cities. They told police to stand down, and they're letting murders happen on the daily in their cities. Again, in Chicago, 18 of them in 24 hours. So our president is protecting people like you and I who don't want 18 people to die in 24 hours in a city. Where we live in the United States of America, it shouldn't happen. This isn't the wild, wild west anymore. But the people that are trying to push that are the same people telling you to wear a mask, are the same people telling you that QAnons are crazy conspiracy theorists, are the same people telling you that I shouldn't have to, and I'm sure that I don't have to keep painting the picture for you folks. Our president, though, make no mistake about it, is bringing the war to them. We are at war, like I said earlier, make no mistake about it, and the fight is being brought to them. Chicago is a stronghold. Chicago is where they have a lot of their forces. Trump and the DOJ know this. That's where they're sending people right now. All these federal agents that you guys are seeing videos of people pulling up in minivans, swooping people up and rolling them out, they're not picking up peaceful protesters in these videos, folks. They are picking up monsters who kill children. The mayors and the governors who are calling our president a tyrant because he's trying to bring law and order back into the cities of the United States of America, those governors are the people letting terrible people run rampant in their cities. Not wearing a mask is about a lot more than not believing in this virus. That, one more time, folks, is not even a pandemic and should never have been a pandemic. I love you folks. I do. I mean that. My mom raised me to be a big softie. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I do not want to see people hurt. I do not get any satisfaction out of poking fun at people who are brainwashed by all this mask nonsense. I don't get any satisfaction out of seeing 75% of the people where I go out in public wearing masks because they probably really believe that they're at risk of dying of this disease. That again, unless they're 78 years old and in a nursing home, they're probably not gonna die. Is it gonna suck? Yeah. It's a real thing, and I think we had it. But it's neither here nor there. I love you all. Stay vigilant. We are at war. Some of the people that I trust a lot have said that this war is going to be kinetic soon. For those who don't know, I actually Googled it, to be totally honest. It means like bullets are flying now. It's getting real. They're killing people in the streets. Some of these children that have died for a reason. They are doing things for optics. They are trying to spread fear. And our president is now taking the fight to them. This is war. But like I said, a lot of the war is being fought right between your ears. Listen to your instincts, folks. Remember that Hollywood is full of false idols, and you are not the only one. Do not feel stupid about the fact that you have been misled this entire time. Let your pride go and accept it, because we all have. But now it's time for us all to get together and understand who the real liars are. And they're not the people not wearing masks, and they're not the people who believe that Q is telling us some real stuff we need to pay attention. Okay? I'm not making a stance, YouTube. Calm down. I love you all. Shirt's going to be available soon. Make sure you're still subscribed. Leave a comment before you go. Make sure you smash the like button. Go check out thebakery.com for real good news. I'm Jared, RedRacer Video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.